Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Chris Finley. This is Adventure Chris TV. If you're new here, you enjoy the outdoors, you like to adventure, explore, maybe you want to try something new, maybe you're curious about some gear, that's what my channel is about. I like to promote active outdoor lifestyle, try to get people out, maybe try something new. Okay, now I call it the base camp because it's where I come and I set up everything. It's not a base camp. But if you look around, look at this. Looks like a base camp to me. All right. Oh, and what's hiding over there? I'm going to get to that one last. Today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about the different types of tents that I have. I've borrowed a few. It is the first weekend of spring. I just happen to have some holidays. And man, did I luck out. And today the forecast is 19 degrees. Look at this beautiful sun. I got to put my sunglasses on. You know, I like to talk to you face to face, but it's just way too bright. They're already set up. What I want to show you is a few different styles. So these are all different brands. They're all different companies. Hopefully this can help you out a little bit if you're looking to buy a tent this spring. What I want to show you is the vestibule area, where it would be sort of storage space, and the actual sleeping area, because if you're new to camping or you're going to buy a tent, if the tent's not set up in the store, the location where you're getting it, it's kind of hard to tell. And I'm going to show you a little bit of that. Maybe that'll help you. And let's just get right to it. This right here is actually a ground sheet. It clips underneath, so it gives you a little bit more protection. This one came with this particular tent. The other one I've got, this one's also mine. So this one, the Eureka tent, was in my winter backyard camping. So you've seen this one, and I kind of showed how to set up as well. So I borrowed this tent. So here's a Sierra Designs. This one is the, here we go. This is the Yahi 4. So this is listed as a 4-person tent, and I'm going to get into that a little bit. Is it truly a 4-person tent? What is it that you need? It'll make a little more sense when I pull the fly off, and I'm going to stick my sleeping pad in there, sleeping bag. Then that'll kind of give you a little bit more of an indication if that type of tent is going to work for you. This one's a Kelty, and this is the Kelty Streamside 2. So that's listed as another 2-person tent. This is the Mountain Equipment Co-op. I don't remember what this one's called, but this one is also this one's also a 2-person tent. So this would be your vestibule space outside the tent. So of course it's going to give you a bit of protection, but if you've got some really heavy rain and high winds and you have stuff, you can see the fly doesn't go right down to the ground because we need to let a little bit of airflow for some breathability so you don't have a ton of condensation on the inside. Now, this one's got a much bigger vestibule. You can see the amount of space to put your equipment and your gear in here. And this one happens to have these little zippers right here. Roll it up, and that allows you some more venting. This one's listed as a 4-person. This one's got a double door, so I can unzip the other one, but I just want to pull it back a little bit to show you. This is what your vestibule space would look like when this is closed. So you're still going to have some stuff protected. Open this up. So you can see here, this is roughly what the vestibule size would be. Same with this one, single door, and it tapers down to the back. Now, here's the vestibule space. So all of these are going to give you some level of protection for, you know, if you're leaving your boots out or a bag with some stuff. But if you can, try to put them in a waterproof type container. All of these fly sections, when you zip it open, these can all be tied down. It'd be something like this. And it just allows you to have some airflow through the day in case that there was any condensation on the inside. Here's base camp. We've got these tents. This is the newest, this is my tent. This is a newest addition to my tent family. So this one's made by Napier. This one's called the Backroads. Sleeping bag, little folding chair. I've got a bin with some of my gear, and this is how much room is inside of this one. Little pocket on the side here for keys, whatever you need. I put a double, I believe it's a double or twin blow-up air mattress, and it fits perfectly inside of the bed. The one thing I like about this particular model is that the lining, so the tarp, the liner, is actually one piece that goes around the entire tent. Some of them that you can get, it only just fits over the top section. But if you have a lot of mosquitoes, bugs, something like that, they can get in. This one is fully sealed up. The key is think ahead of time where you're going to be setting up, because you really need to have the vehicle on level ground. Otherwise, if this thing is tilted over, then it's not going to be comfortable for sleeping at all. Okay, now I'm going to show you. I've pulled the fly off of this one. So this is, I don't know, 50/50 mesh nylon, very breathable, quick to set up. It's all clips. I want to show you, for example, now remember, this is a two-person tent. I put my sleeping pad. This is just a standard inflatable sleeping pad. If I put two pads down here, it fills up the whole tent. I don't have a lot of space to put my gear unless I'm going to leave it in the vestibule, which is totally fine. Just keep in mind, it could get wet. So if you put it in a container or something, you should be good to go. So for myself, this is a great one-person tent to have your gear inside. So the Sierra Design's 4-person. Flies off. You can see this is going to give you a lot of venting. The whole roof is all mesh. So that's going to be really cozy if it's not too cold at night. That's like an accordion little foam fold-out pad, sleeping bag, and another pad. This is listed as a 4-person. You could, but just to give you an idea, this is the amount of space that I've only put 3 items in here. Maybe a family with 2 younger kids, right? But just keep that in mind. You know, it's listed as a 4-person, but how much more room are you going to have actually inside the tent? Forgot what I was going to say. Oh. So, all pretty similar. It depends really on what features you want, how much room do you actually need or do you want inside the tent. Cost, always a factor. And if you can, try to get it used. Why not? Save yourself some money and save the landfill. Okay, I just want to show you one other thing. With regards to the pegs, typically what you get, oh yeah, flip-flops, springs here, I live in flip-flops. Typically you get a cheaper aluminum or steel peg, but look what happens. You can upgrade, which I've done with all of my tents. So I just buy a package of these, relatively still straight. It can sustain some pretty good force with the hatchet to get this into the ground, but you can see if you got cheap pegs, they're just going to bend on you. And then this one, which is the strongest one that I have. So keep that in mind. All right, I'm about to wrap this up with the tents. Hope that was a little bit helpful. If you're looking to purchase one, take a look online if you can. Find one that's used, save some money. I'm going to put a few links that might help you as well for how to book online, stuff like that. And there you go. So I hope you have an awesome summer. get out there camping, go online, book early, have fun, and you know, nature is my motor. So maybe it will be yours too. All right, cheers. I'll see you shortly, or it might be a second episode. We'll see. Okay, one last thing that I wanted to mention is you're going to see a lot of logos, different brand names, whether it be on a hat, shirt, my clothing, my gear, the tents, doesn't matter what it is. I am 100% not endorsed by any of these companies. This is all my gear that I've collected, purchased over the years, or that I've borrowed from people. I'm not endorsed yet. And yeah, so I hope you all have a awesome camping season. All right, talk to you soon. Cheers.